Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A breaking story out of the Bahamas tonight. Authorities have confirmed that R&B singer and actress Aliyah is among 8 people killed in a plane crash.
Before Aliyah became a star, pumping out hits like Are You That Somebody, Try Again, Rock the Boat, Back and Forth, Miss You, and More Than a Woman. Before Aliyah became one of the most sought-after artists of the 90s, starring in films, modeling campaigns, with a posthumous net worth of $10 million.
These guys find you up here, you're gonna have some serious problems, so I suggest you go out the window.
No, I like this way.
Before Aliyah became the child bride of R Kelly and then got the marriage annulled and went on to become the dream woman of practically every dude in Hollywood, we're talking Jay-Z, Shaq, Busta Rhymes, Damon Dash, and even a young Drake.
I just found like comfort in all of Aliyah's music and her melody choices and the things that she talks about.
Before the Lifetime channel made a biopic about Aliyah without the support of her friends and family, and the reception for this film, well, it wasn't so good.
We know it's not as horrible. We know that, right? The idea was brilliant. The execution was horrible.
Hey Timberland, go easy on that Made in Canada film production. I was an extra on it. I played the white butler. True story.
Freaks on lock, and I feel on the top. The heat don't stop, it's real on the block. Notice to the rookie eye.
Now there's no denying that Aliyah was incredibly talented, and she was an American star on the rise by the age of just 15. After a questionable relationship with a much older R. Kelly, she made sure to keep her personal life out of the spotlight and handled her fame with a class and sincerity that shocked everyone who met her. Her motto was sweet but street. This sexy soul singer was changing the industry and became a crossover star as a proven bankable actress. She was cast in The Matrix Reloaded and had earlier productions of Honey and Glitter being developed around her. But following the video shoot for Rock the Boat, filmed in the Bahamas, her life would end in a horrific tragedy. She was only 22 years young. What's going on, guys? My name's MCCRUDDEN, looking at the life and career of the princess of R&B, Aliyah, prior to her passing, here for you on Before They Were Dead. Now, a lot of you guys requested this video, so I'm thankful we're finally getting it done. Be sure to leave your condolences and your happy thoughts in the comments down below. Also, let me know your favorite Aliyah song. For me, I think it's that one from the movie with Jet Li. It was Jet Li, wasn't it? Yeah, that one.
Person with a big voice and an even bigger dream. From Detroit, Michigan, welcome 10-year-old Aliyah Hutton.
Aliyah Dana Houghton was born in Brooklyn on January 16, 1979, and she is of African and Native American ancestry. Her parents were Michael and Diane, and she has an older brother, Rashad, with whom she was really close with. Her father ran a homeless shelter, and her mother, Diane, was a singer and put her young daughter in vocal lessons when she was just 5. Some of Aliyah's first gigs were singing for the homeless at her father's work. Her uncle was an entertainment lawyer who was once married to the soul legend Gladys Knight. And while Uncle was about to hook up little Aliyah big time, her family was struggling in New York and moved to Detroit to be close to their cousins and extended family. Regardless of the move, Aliyah and her family were still in pursuit of turning her talents into an early career as a performer, and young Aliyah auditioned for a part on Family Matters. Unfortunately, she didn't get the gig.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
Yeah! She also appeared on the talent show Star Search, where she sang My Sweet Valentine. And what a sweet little Valentine she was, truly.
Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay.
She didn't win the show and cried following the announcement, but an opportunity was just around the corner when she took the stage with her auntie Gladys in Las Vegas for 5 nights. 2 years later, she signed with her uncle's label, Blackground Records and Jive Records. 12-year-old Aliyah was then introduced to R. Kelly, and yeah, well, you can probably see where this is headed.
I love him. Are you? I think a man is almost twice your age. So what? So you're still a child, that's what. You don't even...
He became her songwriter and began mentoring the young beauty. Her first album, conveniently titled Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, was produced by R. Kelly and went double platinum. Clearly the title of that song had some underlying meaning. But R. Kelly is a guy who's, well, he's got some strange titles out there. And does some strange things, so you know. Even though the album did well, the public didn't quite share his lax views on the age of consent, and rumors of their inappropriate relationship, well, they started to surface.
Let's just get the record straight.
I better go get me a white Jeep.
I think you mean Bronco, buddy. Sure enough, a marriage certificate between the two was published by Vibe magazine, proving the illegal union of then 15-year-old Aliyah to 27-year-old R Kelly. Naturally, her parents were pissed and they had the marriage annulled. Aliyah split from her label and would never associate with R Kelly again.
And what the is going on?
Aliyah then signed with Atlantic Records and began working with Timbaland and Missy Elliott. Now those two, they were worried that she would be a bit of a difficult diva, but were pleasantly surprised when they saw how warm and welcoming she was. Their album, 1 in a Million, released next year, sold over 8 million copies worldwide. More and more, Aliyah was becoming a fashion icon and role model who could balance being a sex symbol and a lady all at the very same time. While becoming a star and starting a fashion movement the press labeled as ghetto goth, she also maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA at Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts. She graduated majoring in dance in 1997 and then worked on the soundtrack for Disney's Anastasia. She performed Journey to the Past at the Oscars when she was only 18 years young.
One step at a time, one hope, then another.
In 1999, Aliyah began filming her first big film, Romeo Must Die, and while the on-screen romance between her and Jet Li was, forgettable, we did get the single Try Again, my favorite, and it's still a pretty solid tune. For her work in that film, she picked up a cool $1.5 million. Now a bona fide star and legally approachable babe, she was swatting away men left and right. Shaq, he lied on radio saying that he had slept with her, and even Jay-Z tried to date her, but was promptly put in the friend zone. You'd have to wait for Beyonce. Oh, shucks. Instead, it was Jay-Z's pal and co-founder of Def Jam, Damon Dash, who won Aliyah's heart in the end. The two were unable to spend much time together due to their hectic work schedules, but word has it that it was true love. 2001 was a very busy year for Aliyah. Her label kept rushing her to finish the next album, plus she was lined up to start shooting her next movie where she played a smoking hot vampire goddess with a payday of $5 million. The movie was... man, it's hard to talk about this one without getting distracted. It's hot. Let's roll a clip. That right there was a clip from Queen of the Damned, and she did such a great job, producers wanted to cast her in the 2 sequels for The Matrix. Sadly, Aliyah would never star alongside Keanu or see the release of Queen of the Damned because on August 25th, 2001, tragedy struck. Aliyah was flying back from the Bahamas after finishing a music video shoot. Eager to return to the States, her crew boarded a smaller plane than the original one booked and loaded it with all their equipment. The plane was nearly 700 pounds over its limit, and the pilot seems to have been enjoying his downtime while in the Bahamas because traces of cocaine and alcohol were found in his system. Only 200 feet after takeoff, the nose dipped down and the plane crashed and exploded. Those who witnessed the crash stated that it was an extremely horrific scene with seats being ejected from the wreck and the plane practically disintegrating. Some were badly burned and yet not killed instantaneously. Sadly, Aliyah was one of those people. She ended up dying along with 8 others.
Aliyah, whose R&B stylings and captivating stage presence led to successful careers in both movies and music, was killed Saturday night.
The news was devastating not only for Aliyah's family, but her countless collaborators and millions of fans. At 22, she left behind a brilliant career and legacy, and it wasn't long before the press was flooded with personal stories of how her beauty, her warmth, and her voice touched those all over the world.
In the end, it's all worth it.
Months later, the music video for Rock the Boat was released, and her movie Queen of the Damned grossed $15 million in its first week at the box office. The departed singer received many an award, and even today is much loved, much missed, and often honored. As for the rest of the story, well, the rest of the story lives on in her music and her legacy because this is before they were dead. As I mentioned in the intro, guys, feel free to leave your condolences in the comments down below. We've done many a bio on artists who have passed away tragically young, like Amy Winehouse, also Kurt Cobain. David Bowie, that's a recent one. We've actually lost a lot of people this year. Anyway, be sure to browse around, check out some of our other videos. You might want to pick me up, and there's tons of R&B and rap and hip-hop artists on this channel, so browse around, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Alright, bye.
It's been too long and I'm lost without you. What am I gonna do? Said I've been needing you.